You forgive me on this, but this is not me talking, these are the stats. We have a problem with the black man in South Africa. We have a serious problem.
Such suspect challenges the law by attempting to shoot at the police. They should come second. Police officers must act with speed. That precision of pulling out the gun and discharging that shot accurately to the criminal is what we expect. Don't miss it. Do not miss.
40% in this past financial year, 40% of our cases are coming from here. So if we can deal with the Tegwini's problem, followed by Mkhwanazi, we will have won the war. So it's more peaceful to live at Mzinyati district, to live at Herigwala district, to live at Mkhwanazi district, than to live at Tegwini. So these are the stats, and these are the biggest, this Tegwini district, Mkhwanazi, they account for the biggest number of informal settlements that we have. The biggest number of liquor outlets, biggest number of all the wrong things, unemployment, kids that are dropping out of school and they wander on the street and they commit crime. They are all within this Tegwini district. So we need to identify what the problem is and how then do we fix it going forward. Our perpetrators, Premier, we felt we must put this light so that we can identify what is our problem. Because we need to analyze what is the problem. The problem we have, you forgive me on this, but this is not me talking, these are the stats. We have a problem with the black man in South Africa. We have a serious problem. What we see here, we put the colors, the races of perpetrators that we've arrested. All the green, as you can see, almost everything is green here, which means almost everything is black that is committing crime. Out of total of 60,000 cases, criminals that were arrested between the age of 16 and 25 years old, 16 and 25 years old, we arrested 60,000 criminals in this past financial year, in this period of 5 years, I beg your pardon, not in financial year, this 5-year period that we are counting. Out of this number, 57,691 of them were black men. Out of 60,000, 57,000 of them are black men that we've arrested between the age of 16 and 25.
Group of people in this province that are bloodthirsty. They don't care if they kill for them to get their way, whether they rob you and whether they rape, whatever they do, but they just don't bother. They will kill if they can. What disturbs us the most is that majority of these crimes, what we're experiencing as the police, is that are organized from beyond bars. There are those that are in prison. With the free access of people in prison, there's quite a lot of crimes we're dealing with that are organized by people that are in prison already. So it makes us wonder, as a security cluster, whether is really our prison helping or not. But it seems to be where they are educated to become even more present when they come out. So we're having a serious problem with that. What we are doing as a police is trying to equip our members with the skills, the survival skills, and equip them with equipment that can protect them as they go out there to enforce the law, so that when they face those hardened criminals, they're able to fight back, because it's a war that we're busy with. And unfortunately, it's a war that is not waged against the citizens, but it's the war that we are taking to the criminals. So until the criminals and us reconcile, as we are reconciling on these few days, until we reconcile and we put arms down, perhaps maybe we won't see many deaths from both sides. But at this present moment, there's quite a lot of them that we're arresting, but there are those few that don't want to go down without a fight. Unfortunately, they lose, we lose.
7,000 people that died, cases that were recorded in this province. KZN alone accounted for 6,900 of those. So if we are not taking this serious, that we are facing this problem, we cannot fight these criminals negotiating with them. We have to be aggressive with them, both when we arrest them, and we've been successful in doing that, and when they're incarcerated, there must be penalties harsh coming out of the courts, and they must be sent away for long. The unfortunate part is, I'm sure all of you watch TV, correctional service is busy with raids these days. We take them off the street, they live soft life in prison. We have a problem in society. We have to do something about it.
I've been in the organization. I'm sure you'll recall what happened back in 2011. I had the entire state security, entire crime intelligence deployed on me because we were seen as a threat to the national security, simply because there was a file on our desk about a very senior politician. And as a result, they deployed all the state resources to counter that. And I mean, that's why I was sitting at home for a year, not working. So that was no surprise. South Africans have forgotten that. Yeah. I sit at home without doing anything, simply because I deal with the rogue animals in the organization, which then irritated some politicians. And I'm happy to say today, some of the rogue animals we're dealing with in the police are not in the service anymore. Some of them, senior people, are sitting in prison that we're dealing with back then in 2011. But when we're doing that, we were outcast. We were the bad ones, simply because we touched the wrong people. So we did not surrender then. We're not going to surrender now. So it's either we're on paper, we do it on paper, we find each other in court. You counter with whatever you counter. I'm not going to play in the media thing, so they can write whatever they like. Yeah. I've been there. I've for so many years. I've been bruised. So this doesn't scare me, and I'm not going to waste my breath in dealing with people that are faceless. But for those that are within the system that are doing things wrong, we're going to challenge them legally and deal with them. But if they want to come physical, we'll find each other on the field. That's just about what it is. Maybe the relationship they have with society, which might to some degree also perhaps involve some people within the justice system that will give them that confidence of saying, even if I'm caught, I can still come out or still survive, I can still continue doing what I want to do. But having good police officers that continue fighting and continue hunting the bad guys, the result is what we see here today. And they were able to get it. There was an engagement and there was exchange of gunfire, and fortunately our members survived it as usual, and he couldn't make it together with his friend. We are in this crime scene because of the hard work from the members of the South African Police Service in this province. You will recall that it was on the news that in the area of Maran Hillside, Kwandengezi, there was a shooting of 5 people, youngsters. 4 of them died on the scene, the other one is in a hospital. It is alleged that a vehicle came and stopped, and those youngsters were sitting on the street in the middle of the night, and the people that were in the vehicle came out of the car and they made them to lie on the floor there on the road, and they shot all of them on the head. So they died as a result. So the team then started making follow-up in terms of that incident that happened. That was on Sunday evening, I beg your pardon. And the investigation then led them into another township, which is far away from there, towards Durban. When they arrived there, they did not find the suspect they're looking for until the information brought them here into one of these apartments that we're at, which is in Durban, South Beach of Durban, here in Point area. So the team then arrived here as they were getting inside. Then there was a shootout between them and those boys inside. So it's about 6 of them that are lying in there with firearms in them.